Hi guys, Charlie here. So what I have here is a generic eBay pinpointer. Could be your worst nightmare or your best friend. So, as you well know, the majority of people use a Garrett Pro pointer. Now they're great if you've got kind of £80–90 plus to spend on one. But if you don't, this is definitely a good tool to add. So this cost me £15 off eBay. And most of them will look the same as this, just maybe with different labels on them. They'll produce the same, they'll produce cheaply, they're nothing to brag about. So it comes in this box underneath here, just your typical cardboard box, and it also comes with a travel case, pouch, belt thing, whatever you want to call it, which can be handy as you can use this while it's in the pouch. So as you can see there, it's got little cuts in it. So this pinpointer, it's got holes everywhere, so it's got a hole there and it's got gaps here, gaps here. The battery rattles around in it, but it gets the job done. Now I wouldn't take this into water or very kind of mud, sticky mud that's going to get into it, although for the price you can if you want, but there is loads of little cracks and crevices that just gunk can get in. So this pinpointer, it's not got a vibration function on it, it's just got a beep, and it's a push to hold switch rather than turning it on, which can be annoying. It's also got this switch here, which is used for, let's let that focus, which is used for turning the sound on and off. That's no help at all, because after that the only indication you have is the little LED there. Next to LED there, you've got a little sensitivity cycle, and you've got to find the happy medium in that, otherwise it goes off. So just show you a little bit about it. So what I'll do is I'll just start off with the pouch. Now this isn't going to show you kind of 2 to 3 inches like the Pro pointer does, otherwise the Pro pointer would be out of business. But just let that focus. But what it does do is it gives you about an inch, and it helps you if you're kind of digging the hole, if you want to check if a target is close to the surface or something. It'll help you out with all that. So I'm going to push the button and hold it, and as you can see, it's not the best sound, but you get about an inch off it, as you can see there. But so one thing I have noticed is from the tip, it's not the most sensitive, as you can see there. On the sides, it's great. And one thing I was thinking about doing with this thing is possibly opening her up and changing the buzzer, and possibly fitting a vibrating motor in there as well, so it acts kind of like the Garrett, but I'm not sure about that one yet. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to set up a few bits so we can test the distance and how it picks up each time. Okay, so what we have here is a big old iron ring. We've got a nice little Victorian 1p there, we've got quite a small button there, and we've got a musket ball. So these kind of average targets you'd come across, maybe coins not that big, but we'll put it to the test. Okay, so I've got a musket ball, I'm going to see how far I can get to it before it sets off. So as you can see, it's very temperamental, so I can touch it and it'll go off. So if I'm sieving through a pile in my hand, it'll go off, and if I'm waving close to it, it'll go off, just like the metal detector. So there goes the musket ball. It's not the greatest, but it gets the job done. So let's try an iron ring. So as you can see, bigger target, it prefers that a lot more. So it's got a lot more range on it. So you would know if it's iron with this. Let's try the 1p. Just gonna try that. So as you can see, it's about an inch, half an inch. If you're digging around in your hole, you know you're gonna find it. You're gonna pick up on that little beep. And if you're sieving through stuff, you're gonna pick it up. And last but not least, this tiny little button, as you can see, doesn't do the best on small targets, but if you're going through the bottom of a hole, you're probably gonna find it. So I mean, what I'd say about this is, it's not the greatest. It's a £15 eBay special. You can't expect much, to be honest. But if you're on a budget and you don't want to jump straight into the Garrett Pro pointer, I'd recommend using this because I'm on a budget and I've used this and it's helped me loads. Saved me so much time. You know, sometimes you can be sieving through mud so much and you're sieving handfuls over your detector, you know, over the coil, or you keep picking up your detector and having to get back up and search the hole again, and it just becomes very hard, very annoying, and you're not saving any time. So I mean, for 15 quid you get a nice little leather pouch, get the Pro Pointer. You don't get a battery with it, so you can't ship with batteries, but it gets the job done. So even if it was a backup to a Pro Pointer, I would say just go for it. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's not too much talking, and I hope it's been informative for you. Thanks, see you soon.